of tonight. And Kris and I just had so much fun putting this together for you. We're going to do a couple different things. I'm going to walk you through our brand new, absolutely amazing style guide that they put some of the hottest picks in here, and they also included the 2015 color Pantone. So those little, those little circles there that you see, those are the color Pantones for the season. And this is what I do at my jewelry shows. I always take on whatever new style guide Premier comes out with, for a couple different reasons. One is I think it adds a lot of value to our line. The other is I just think that women like to follow along, and it gives some of the details, like the name and the price about that piece. And so I'm going to just kind of walk through the way that I do it. Along with that, Kris is going to give you some of the hot tips on what is happening trend-wise. And then at the end of that, Kris is going to give you some details about the boutique. If you're here checking out Premier, what are some options to get started as far as with the jewelry? And our top 10 picks. Yes, and you're going to tell them as we go through that. Okay, so we kind of decided what we thought were the top 10 picks. And so she's going to tell you and why we thought they were. So. Okay, I'm going to back this up and this. All right, so here we go. Are you going to put that on there? All right. So I do introductions. I say, ladies, here, I've changed this a little bit, and I'm finding that it works really well. Because have any of you ever done a jewelry show and you just found that people did not want to sit down? They didn't think they wanted to do that whole presentation thing. Well, I have been there as well, and so here's what I said one day, and I thought, well, that went pretty well. I think I'll try that again. So I've been doing that for about 8 months now, and what I say is, ladies, here's what I thought we would do, is I'd love to go in there and do just like a quick demo of some of the jewelry that is in the style guide, and I love to do that with you because I feel like it helps you feel like you got a better value, and I'm like any woman who loves a good deal, and the more ways you can wear it, the better deal you're going to feel like you got. And most women out there love a good deal, because I know I do too. So, and then I say, and then after that you guys can come right back in here and shop and have snacks. Does that sound okay? And I have never had anyone say, no, that doesn't sound okay. They want to know, but they don't really know what's all going to take place, but if we can tell them what's going to take place, it kind of just lets their walls down and allows us to get in their life a little bit more. So, okay, well, I just walked through it. I pass these out after we do introductions, and then I'll say, okay, ladies, the first category we have is the down to earth. And there are some pieces I'm going to show you tonight that have a lot of versatility. However, there are a couple pieces that I'm going to show you, and they're maybe not as versatile, but they're absolutely, you just put it on, and you instantly have a great, bold statement piece. And this is one of those pieces. And then I talk about how it's got a great yellow pop of color, and a little bit of turquoise, a little bit different than the bold turquoise I have on. So if you like turquoise, but you want just a little pop of turquoise, this is a great piece for you to have. And that is a part of our Down to Earth collection. And then these Rocky Cove, I think that every woman, and I don't show them together, Kris has got this up here for me so we can just clip through it, but I do say that I think every woman needs a very up-to-date pair, two-tone pair of earrings, so that they can throw it on with whatever metal, gold or silver they're wearing that day, and it's going to be a great piece for them to just grab on most days. Okay, well that's our down to earth section. Next we're going to move to,
these are two of our must-haves though. So these Rocky Cove earrings, for the reason Robin had stated, that they are great to mix and match those metals. Gals love to have that. And then of course with the turquoise and the mustard beads, those are hot for colors for spring.
Yes, and then these are not in the style guide, however, these are two pieces that work great with that. Even though this Del Monte has silver, it blends so nicely. And I think that if you're rebooking your hostesses, which I highly encourage you to do, it's just so fun, and they know what they're doing. So a lot of people already have this, I bet, of your customers, and so you can tell them that these are a great combo, and it's fun for them to be able to pair things up like that. And this is a great, Sentiments, I think this is called. These are both a part of the boutique that Kris is going to talk about at the end. Okay, right? Okay, then next is Sweet Sorbet, and we are going to start with the Sugar Rush piece, and maybe I should do that. Okay, so here is how I show this piece. I do this a little bit different, and I say, ladies, as you can see in the picture, all of that comes together. However, I'm going to kind of back up and start with, here is the most simple piece that comes with that, and it is great to just throw on with your big earrings or your silver stud earrings. And you can always go in, and a lot of you may have those pendants that you can just clip on. This is a great piece to do that with, so it makes it really versatile. And you can also wrap this around your wrist and use it as a bracelet, or wrap it around your ankle and use it as an anklet. Then, if you want to take it up just a tad, you've got this sassy little piece right here that's got all this fun flair. And you can, again, wrap it around your wrist, wrap it around your ankle, super fun. And then you have this, that's got all kinds of fun color. And you could go back in and pair either one of the two that I just had on with that, and again, wrap around your wrist or your ankle. And then, last but not least, you've got these really fun beads that you can wear like this, or you could take one of the strands and drop it down long, and then you can go back in and add any one of these up and in the collar line, okay? Now, there's about 28 ways to wear this necklace, and we're not going to go over all of them right now, but this is just, there's one piece that I choose each season that's my $1 million piece, and this is the piece, because if you travel much, you go on vacation, whatever, and you want to grab one necklace that you'll be able to wear the whole vacation, this is your piece, okay? So this is just an incredible value, and of course, you know, you can go in and start doing all kinds of different combinations for the guests at your show. And I think that the more ways, you don't want to stretch it out forever, but the more ways you show it, of course, the better deal, the better value they're going to feel like they got on that piece. And not only that, but it's going to teach them what to do with it. They're not naturally going to know, like you or I do, on all the fun combinations. Okay. I'm going to show that with all the, okay. Yeah, you got that on there. And then just a cute pairing with that up and in the collar line, or if you pull this up a little bit, you can drop it down in there. Okay?
Yeah.
There's that.
With the earrings. And you know, that's the thing. This is one of our must-haves for the season, so this is number 3. And the reason being, obviously, is that perfect pastels are hot, hot, hot. So this one covers all of them. Okay, and of course Acapulco, which Robin is also wearing. Gals, this is your statement necklace. But what's incredible about this necklace is it's a must-have for your display. You know, maybe you already have jewelry, maybe you're new to the business, and have your beautiful boutique, but you want to add maybe a few must-haves. This one's great because people really need to feel the lightweight of this. People can look in the catalog and think, oh, that's going to be too heavy, too much for me. When they feel how lightweight it is, they're going to love it, and just love that bright color turquoise up against the face. It just makes everybody happy and feel happy. So this is going to be a fantastic add to your collection.
Okay, and these earrings are just super fun with either of those, and I usually just pass around one earring. And then I talked about the Stacktastics, how they blend very well with these matte silver metals that are going on right now. Okay, So there's that. All right, next on the list is style staples. So if you like something that's a little bit more classic, you're gonna love this category. And these next pieces can be worn long, they can be worn short, up and in the collar line. You can remove the pendant and wear them with just a simple chain, like if we were to, okay, here's your short version. If you take the pendant off, you've got just a very simple chain that goes great every day. And then, of course, you can start wearing them long, and they are reversible. I go into this more, but we're tight on time, so I'm not gonna do that, but I will walk them through a couple of them, okay? All right, and then this piece right here comes in the boutique, as does this piece right here, and this piece is just an awesome staple. I love that they put this in the boutique collection, and all these pendants that we just went through are great, changed out on this.
And you can see how fabulous that's gonna look. Not all of them. And another piece that comes in this collection is that the Nova earrings comes in the boutique right now, and these look fantastic with the double take pendant, which also comes in the boutique. And you just pair that up with the ring from the boutique, which is the jasmine, is that right? Oh, yeah, it's a jasmine ring, fantastic.
Premier totally sets you up for success in this boutique. There's a lot of very fun things you can do to mix out. And if you don't naturally know how to do that, you just ask your sponsor or ask me or anybody else. Would totally be willing to help you. If you're not gifted in it, don't worry about that. It doesn't matter. You just need to know somebody who is gifted in that, and they will always love to help you. Okay, we're going to jump to spring botanicals, and this happens sometimes when Premier comes out with a new style guide. I may not have it all, you might not have it all. That doesn't matter. What matters is showing them a few pieces that coordinate with these awesome trending styles. And women come to your jewelry shows and they feel like it wasn't just an opportunity to purchase jewelry. They feel like the time that they invested, they learned some great things, they got to visit with their friends, and not only that, they were able to purchase some high quality jewelry. So here's this piece called Sunset. It just has all those fun colors of spring. And in the middle category here of this brochure, it's Time to Shine. And they are featuring, I personally like the burnished gold only with the burnished gold. And I do talk about that. I say, you know, if you're wearing a matte silver necklace, I'm going to highly encourage you to wear matte silver earrings or matte gold with your matte gold earrings, not do a matte gold necklace with a polished gold earring. Okay? It just looks so much cleaner and sharper. But in this middle category, they do have the watch and the bracelet paired up with this piece right here. And sometimes I'll just say you can find that piece, if we're tight on time, you can find that piece on the table and check it out. Okay, and then the next is Beach Vibe, and I will show,
okay, these two are also must-haves. The reason why gold is so hot right now. You've got to have gold watch, and if you want to sell watches, you need to have them on your table. Sunset, just because those bib necklaces or also queen style necklaces are so in. This is right in line with that style.
hey, do you want to talk about, did you just talk about, sorry,
No,
statement earrings?
that's okay.
Okay.
Not yet. No, this is perfect. Great. Okay, this is Joni's wearing this tonight. The common thread necklace, fabulous. Boy, am I ever selling this thing. People are loving that. But statement earrings are in. Statement earrings are in. Everybody repeat that. Statement earrings are out. And here's the cool part. These are totally going to be my swimsuit earrings because, hey, if quarter size or larger takes off 10 pounds or less, this is going to take off 30, I'm sure. So, right. Must have number one.
And the botanical, this is a great piece, comes in the kit, or the boutique.
The boutique, yeah.
Okay.
Daisy
Daisy chain, yep. Okay, next is Beach Vibe, and you can see the color palettes there. It's 3 blues, they're absolutely beautiful. Of course, make you think of the ocean and the sea, the waters. So, yeah, Shalita was sporting that, and that is Monterey. and then a blue, so maybe you're new and you get the boutique. Well, this would be an awesome piece to show in the beach vibe category because of the blue Pantones that they're featuring. And not only that, but this pendant that was so great back in the spring botanicals, or I'm sorry, the style staples can be turned over and you can wear that on this right here, okay? Long or short, thank you. All right, and then Hot Tropics is our next one. Allie, do you mind standing up? She has on the Jolie, just the two pieces, not the bright color strand, and then layered with the Matthew. And those are just nice, soft, it's a soft gold, which a lot of people can wear. Polished gold is maybe not as good on so many people as the matte silver, or matte gold.
And as it comes, and this is a hot seller, this is a must-have, obviously it's just all over right now, it's sheer style, so great must-have.
And,
Yeah, let's, pair that up.
okay. Kris was telling me that, she read a neat thing on the fashion that this is the chic boutique look. So, or like Allie had on, it's simple and chic. Layering is for everyone, but bold or simple, well, you get to choose, but layering is hot.
This is great for that person who wants to be on trend but doesn't like the bold pieces, so that's great.
And yeah, Barbados, make sure you get Barbados. That was selling like crazy last night at the show, right? Everybody was going crazy. You gotta talk about it being a wrap around your wrist, doubles along, and it pairs with so many things. Desert Diva, put it with, a lady at my show put that with Desert Diva, even though it's silver, and the Desert Diva is that burnished gold. It was hot together, yes. Okay, and I think we're pretty much out of time, but the soak up the versatility. I talked about the tassel and the CC and the chiclet. Julie, do you mind standing up? Just the CC on the turquoise side is incredible, layered with this, and so you can talk about the tassels and what a big deal they are right now.
Oops, sorry, I thought I had it on the turquoise.
There you go. Yeah, it looks much better with the turquoise. Okay, thank you so much. And then, let's see, and then the last is pile on the fun, and that's our Keep It Personal necklace. It's incredible, paired up with Prim, and Prim is like $54, I think, and I sell quite a few of this, I sell a lot of this combination of the Keep It Personal mixed with the Prim. It's just cute, fun, easy going.
So here's what Premier does. It's so fantastic for those of you who are thinking about doing something like Premier. You might think, how do I get all that jewelry? Well, first you're going to get free jewelry when you have a training show, which is fantastic. But maybe that's just not enough for you as you get started. You think, I want more, because you know it's like a shoe store. You don't want to open a store without any shoes in it, so you kind of need to have some jewelry to get started too for your jewelry boutique. Well, with that, Premier offers you a boutique, which is fantastic. They give you everything you need. We don't have them right behind us, but trays, pads, bracelet bar, all of this great stuff. So we're just really an extra $100 value just in the display for your jewelry. And then about 32 pieces of jewelry that are our top sellers. And so with that, that's $475. Gals, when you take off the $100 worth of display stuff, that is $375 for 32 pieces of jewelry. I think that breaks down to be about $12 a piece of jewelry. It's fantastic. You can get these fabulous pieces for $12 a piece. But with that, what I love about Premier is that they're also offering that $300 cash back through the end of this month, February 28th. So talk to the gal who brought you tonight about more details about that if you're thinking about doing that.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. Well, and I didn't mention this at first, but Kris has been with Premier for 11 years. She is a one-diamond designer. Big deal. And she loves the positivity. Working with the most positive people in the world. So, thank you so much. All right.